I know it's been a while, and so I want to talk to you today about a book, and I want to talk, and you can see that I'm having trouble talking. This because this is a difficult topic for me to talk about. So, the name of the book is You Are a Bad Butt. As you can see, not really the name of the book, but you know, YouTube. Even though this channel's not monetized, I don't want to get in trouble. You are a bad bleep. How to Stop Doubting Your Greatness and Start Living an Awesome Life. And this is by Jen Sincero. Now, this book was recommended to me by my friend Robin, who is a bad butt, let me tell you. And so I got this book before Christmas, maybe around Thanksgiving. And I sat down and I was reading the introduction, and it didn't resonate with me. Like, it wasn't, I don't know. It didn't resonate. That's what I say when a book hits a little too close to home. It's like, I used to have a boss that used to make me really, really angry sometimes when he would criticize me. And I eventually realized that the reason that I got so angry when he criticized me was because there was often a kernel of truth in what he was saying. And if there's one thing I really hate, it's being wrong. I'm very bad at being wrong. I'm awesome at being right. I'm awesome at being right and not shoving it in your face. I'm not an I told you so kind of person. But I really don't like being wrong. And I don't like being told things that I don't want to hear. And so when I'm reading a book that tells me something that I don't want to hear, I just put it down and I go, it's not really resonating with me. But then I did give it to Sweet Willie. I gave him the audiobook version for Christmas. And I know Miss Robin raves about this book. And so Sweet Willie, over the weekend, or no, today is Thursday, so I think it was like on Tuesday. Yeah, Miss Robin was over on Tuesday, and he had finished the book, and he's like, wow, that book was done. And he and Miss Robin are talking about it, and I'm like, they seem to have gotten a lot out of that book. I guess I should give it another try. And I guess from doing, you know, I've been doing the Yoga Nidra, which is like really, you know, this deep introspective sort of silency kind of, we'll talk about it eventually. And, you know, just a different time, I picked up the book, I sat down, I started it from the beginning again, and I got to the part that made me angry, and I realized that the reason that I didn't like the book was because it told me something I didn't want to hear. And one of the things that I didn't want to hear is that I still have limiting beliefs, and I still have a lot of them. One of my limiting beliefs is that I don't have many limiting beliefs left. So a limiting belief, you see, is something that keeps you from achieving things in your life. The things that you know, like you want, but you're like, why can't I want this, but then it never seems to work out, or I always mess it up somehow. It's because we have these limiting beliefs. They're in our subconscious. They very often come from our childhood. If you believe in karma and past lives, it might be stuff you're carrying from another life. Otherwise, it's just, you know, your childhood and people around you, your environment, and your own. So it's like, you know, limiting beliefs are these little things that you don't consciously, you're not consciously aware that you believe them, but you do. And so you do things or don't do things because of these beliefs, and that's why they're called limiting. And you know, I'm 50 years old now, and I've been riding the self-help, self-improvement, life coaching train since I was about 13. I got my first self-help book when I was 13 from my counselor at the time. My grandmother gave me How to Win Friends and Influence People, and The Power of Positive Thinking was one of her favorite books. And so like I said, one of my limiting beliefs is I like to believe that I don't have many limiting beliefs left. But Jen here, I've got some limiting beliefs that are kind of major. And those limiting beliefs keep me from two things that are, and these two things frustrate me. The first one is that it keeps me from really doing with this channel what I've always dreamed of doing with my life. I have all of the skills, the knowledge, the connections, the time, the opportunity, the everything to really do this and change, you know, and try to change the world. To do the motivational speaker, life coaching, changing people's lives thing. And I'm not doing it. And it makes me crazy. It makes me absolutely crazy. I'm not exactly sure which limiting belief is keeping me from doing it, but I'm gonna find out. And I'm gonna beat the snot out of it and make it go away. And the other one is around money. Now I really thought that I had conquered that. But unfortunately, from reading the book, when she started talking about money, I realized, oh, crud, that's exactly still there, isn't it? Crap. So, my limiting belief about, or my limiting beliefs around money, it's not that I can't make money. It's that I can't keep money. And I have been rich and poor. I've been on the rich and poor roller coaster many, many times in my life. And in my childhood, we were on the rich and poor roller coaster. And so that's where that came from. You know, my stepfather had, you know, built a really successful business and he drank it all away. And so then we were broke and things were bad. And then things churned around and then we had money and we had a summer house down the shore and it was awesome. And then that went away and it was all really bad. And then my mom lost her job and then I had to work to, you know, to help, you know, and then I just kept doing that. And my whole life I've done this thing. I'm really great at, I'm very creative, I'm very smart, I'm very inventive, and I'm an entrepreneur. And so I come up with great business ideas. I start amazing businesses. And often as they are about to explode, I take my foot off the gas. Why? Or I just walk away entirely. I've done that. I don't push through the barrier. You know, it happened with YouTube. We unexpectedly exploded on YouTube, and you know, I've turned that into a lot of business opportunities. And don't get me wrong, we're not starving or anything. Please, we are, well, doing way better than most people in the country. Thank the Lord. But we're not really where I want to be. And this is very hard for me to say what I'm about to say. I want to be, I stuttered. Okay. I want to be wealthy. And when I say that, I feel icky inside. I feel guilty. And I feel dirty. I feel icky. Like, I feel like I just said, I want to kill people. That's a limiting belief right there. And it's a big one. I have some really bad ingrained stuff going on with money. And I didn't realize until just now how bad it is. And if you find yourself on the money roller coaster or constantly hitting the wall in business or not getting where you know you should be, where you know you're capable of being, okay, let me tell you something. She's right. You are a bad butt. You are. I am. And the only thing that's holding me back is me. And so I'm gonna work on that. And I hope you will work on it too. And we can work on it together. And then I can turn this whole This Is Life Melissa Hunter thing into, like, you know, being Oprah or something. You know, why not? Oprah didn't think she could be Oprah. Anyway, comment down below. Let me know if you kind of realize you've got some limiting beliefs going on too. And if you've overcome the money limiting belief, can you help me with that one? Because I know it's there, so knowing I have a problem is the first step, but now I need to figure out what to do about it. That's going to be a little bit harder. But I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it. She's going to teach me how. So I'll put a link to the book down below. Thank you, Robin. Thank you. You are a bad butt, and I love you. Thanks so much for watching, guys. Bye.